Guys, I want to share with you very quickly something that can be an example to somebody, There is one of my friends, my friend stays in Alexander, she had this guy from Mozambique. She was in a relationship with him. Bathandana nje bekumnandi, everything was well, and the guy didn't have a lot of money. Like, he was working for construction. When you work for construction, it's on and off. Then another time during lockdown, so they didn't have a job, so he wasn't working, and my friend couldn't like accept ukuthi umuntu wakhe akasebenzi. Then what she did was like, then she met this guy. He's a Nigerian guy. Then after meeting this Nigerian guy, guys, Nigerian, they go big, with money. Like, everything for them is big. They stay in big houses, they drive big cars, Then looking at a situation, Naloput, I don't want to mention people's names, Let me just give it. Sorry. Sorry, guys, my voice is not good. I just woke up. Yeah, so let me give this guy for Lowe Alexander igama sitting with Spencer. So uSpencer ngoba bengasebenza ngithi, then it happens that this girl ichomi yami wahlangana no Emeka. Emeka is having big money, manager, they will shower you with money, shower you with gifts, and they will confuse you. If you have your own situation, they will make you like feel like in situation leo guyole, it's not worth it. You better move in with them, or they do things for you, But my friend, she didn't think wise, because that time when she left her boyfriend, Spencer, she was already pregnant, Then she didn't know she was pregnant. Then mahlangana no Emeka, everything is good. Ugel bamthengela imoto. Guys, I'm telling you about a real story happened in Alexander. My ichomi yami behlala Alexander. Bamthengela imoto. Mase bemthengela imoto. Yo, guys, ngapho Spencer akasebenzi to umshile nje, like usisi lo ushiye uSpencer angenalutho, like asokola, there is somebody that stays with you, stick with you no matter what's the situation. But guys, there are people who can stick with you no matter what is the situation, no matter how broken you are, like whether you are working or not, they will stick with you. But Ichomiam, I feel like she didn't do a good move, because guys, you don't know what happened. That came back to bite her another time. Let's see. So what happened is, when she moved in with this Nigerian guy, wahamba waya lobola, like paid everything. That's she already see that she's pregnant, right? But she's thinking the pregnancy is for Emeka. But something is not making it, like, it's not right. I remember when she called me, she's telling me, Chomi, I'm pregnant, and I know uthi umntwana ka Emeka, but at the same time, maybe there's a high possibility chance ukuthi umntwana ka Spence. I was like, how Chomi kanjani? She's like, when I started dating Emeka, I was already, doing, with Spencer, because I was still with Spencer by the time. Then, in my mind, I'm like, I know, things happen. Maybe I believed it's Emeka's child, Things went by, everything. Uchomi ube medical aid. Like, his bedlalas hamba, guys. When it came, Mediclinic, those type of hospitals, So what happened is, that child was born, umntana ngowe Mozambique, because uSpencer is from Mozambique, Sure, guys, umntana ngoka Spence. But my friend thought ukuthi umntana, she loved the idea ukuthi umntana maybe is for Emeka, but deep down she knows ukuthi umntana ngoka Spence. Guys, what a mysterious turn. That child grew, like she became big. This is like after lockdown 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024. Guys, like 4 years down the line, umntwana waqala ukugula. Like they would go everywhere, anyway. Already Spencer is out of her life. Spencer is back to Mozambique. Things were very hard. He thought of going back to his country. But Usis Lona, life is going very good. This child is growing very well, going to that child goes to private schools. Uchomi wami nami nje nginje, I just talk to her on the phone. We don't meet as we normally do. Her life is on another level. Ichomi leyo ukuthi even though you can't see each other, but you can still communicate on the phone, right? This is our friendship dynamic with her. So I love Ichomiam so much, but I thought let me share this with you guys, because to create an awareness with this, like, never ever, guys, leave somebody because of their situation at their lowest. You mustn't, because you never know what can happen tomorrow, right? So uchomi, hayi impilo ihamba kahle. Then it happens that, sorry guys, my daughter, she's coughing. So it happens that then uchomi, umntwana wagula, then they take the child to hospital. These hospitals, like a nice hospital, beautiful hospital, they'll tell you what is happening. At the hospital, they couldn't find the problem with the child. Then they have to go to Isangoma. Then in these churches, they trying to get help, but it didn't help it anyway. But remember, ubaba walengani, he's alive. He's way back in Mozambique. Mozambican guys. Those guys, right? So then this guy, they have to travel to Nigeria. When they travel to Nigeria, that child became very worse. They thought maybe if they can go to Wabo Puti, Emeka in Nigeria, maybe things will be fine. The situation became more critical. I remember when she called me, she's telling me she tells me, Oguti, we went to this hospital and they tell us there should be blood tests that needs to be done, and it needs to be me and my husband, so they can donate. We can, like, blood or something. What they do, blood dialysis, I don't know, dialysis, I don't know, guys, but something like that. So when they did the DNA, my friend was shattered, because she knew ukuthi umntwana akusiyo kaBhutlo. They find out ukuthi, Emeka, actually you are not the dad. Emeka, you are not the dad for this child. Then uchomi wami, hey guys, in life you must learn things, like think before you act, because right now umntwana is in a critical position. What do you need to do? Obviously, you need to phone ubaba wengane. Already you find out that Emeka is not the father, it's not the biological dad. You need to call ubaba wengane. Then uchomi udinga umuntu wakhe lo ubaba wengane uSpencer. Spencer is nowhere to be found. Spencer is nowhere to be found. Obviously you lost contact. It's been like 4 to 5 years. You have never seen this guy, and you broke this guy's heart. Emeka was out of this girl's life. My friend was like stranded, stuck in Nigeria. The child is sick, and you know how these Nigerians sometimes, if they are very cruel, if you just do something that they don't approve. Imagine 5 years of being in the child's life. I'm counting 5 years because the pregnancy, Emeka was there doing everything a father could do, but it turned out in another way, mysterious. Uchomi wami mangikhuluma nje today, guys, uchomi wami didn't, like, walose umntwana, like that child passed away. My friend have to be done eco fund so that people can help her ukuthi abuye back to South Africa. So this is a lesson, guys. Like, some of the things we jump into things because we feel like we are stuck in a certain point where you feel like where you are stuck is not worth it, because you feel like you can go have another life with somebody and it won't turn the good way. Sometimes it can turn the good way, but for uchomi wami izinto azange zimhambele kahle. As I'm talking right now, my friend is in Limpopo, staying in Limpopo. She's no longer like doing very well. Mentally was disturbed, and she's no longer okay. You know, she ingqondo azisasebenzi kahle. Uchomo wami uhlele emakhaya like nogogo wakhe, like akasekho right. You know, one, she lost a child. Two, she lost Emeka. Three, she lost that guy who was the father of the child, to Spencer. Spencer was a good guy. Guys, you know these guys that work hard for construction and they love you so, so much. They don't have much, they have little that they have. But you feel like they are not enough. That person. She lost the guy who was going to be in the child's life, even though he was not rich, but he was going to be there. Otherwise, we even le nto enzakele bengeke enzakale the way enzakele ngakhona ngoba no, she lost their child, and their child was beautiful. Guys, I hope this story, guys, helps someone that you can in life. You need to be to be self-aware, because things that you do to others.
I want to buy my slime.
You want to buy a slime?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll buy for you today. So things that you can do to other people today, you know, they can come back and bite you, you know. Some they don't, but karma, guys, karma knows everyone's address. So this is just a story I'm just sharing with you guys. Like, I have a friend of mine right now, uchomi nemoto azisekho. Emeka is living his best wife wherever he is. I don't know, but obvious, you know, Nigerians, guys, you know, right? But umuchomi wami usemakhaya. One, akanayo ingane. Two, akanayo indoda. Three, akana moto, akana anything. So guys, be careful out there. What you do today, it can come back and bite you here by the neck. So guys, I hope you're gonna learn something about this story, and maybe guys you can share me with your stories that you know, and comment and tell me what would you have done if you were in a position of Uchomwam.